Hello commanders, welcome back. Today we are going to continue our effort and try to discover if the Diamondback Scout is indeed a much better vessel than its main competitors, which are of course the Viper and the Cobra. Last time we did a comparison of the capabilities of the Viper and the Diamondback Scout, and today we are going to continue with the Cobra. We are going to compare the abilities of the Cobra and the Scout and discover which one of these two vessels is the best option. And of course the best way to start this comparison is by equipping these vessels with their best available modules and take a look at their stats. I have to mention before go ahead that I found some very interesting similarities between these two vessels that I haven't noticed before, and you will be surprised as well, I believe. But let's go ahead and start with the Diamondback Scout. The cost of the Scout is at around 550k credits, and with the best available modules it has 15.6 available power and an excellent jump range of 26.56 light years. It also has 4 internal compartments, of which 3 class 3 and 1 class 2. The Cobra on the other hand is an excellent multi-role vessel, and its cost is at around 370k credits, almost 180k credits cheaper than the Scout. With the best available modules it has 15.6 available power, the same with the Scout, and a jump range slightly shorter than the Scout, 25.18 light years. The reason for this is because the Cobra is a bit heavier, it has more mass than the Scout, and the reason for this is if we take a look at the modules, we will find out that they have pretty much the same class of modules except the life support and sensors. The Cobra has 1 class higher sensors and life support. Other than that, they have the same class of power plant, thrusters, frameshift drive and power distributor. That means that in order to upgrade both ships you are going to pretty much spend the same amount of money. A great difference between these two vessels is the number of the internal compartments. As we have seen, the Scout has only 4, but the Cobra has 6 internal compartments, of which 3 class 4 and 3 class 2. Some other general similarities of these two vessels are of course the speed. The Cobra and the Diamondback Scout have pretty much the same normal base speed. The Cobra is 1 meter per second slower than the Scout, but it is faster than the Scout at boost speed, base boost speed. They have pretty much the same shield. Cobra has 92 while Scout has 93, but the exact same armor, 216 both. The maneuverability of the Cobra is level 6 while the maneuverability of the Scout is level 8. Very good, very agile and very maneuverable ship, but the Cobra is quite agile as well, and these are the main differences and the main similarities. Of course, other things that are different in these two vessels are the placement of the hardpoints and the number of utility mounts. It is very easy to understand which activities will be better for the Cobra and which activities will be better for the Scout. But let's go ahead now and take a look at how they perform in different activities, and of course we are going to start with trading and everything that has to do with cargo racks. With only cargo racks equipped, the Cobra has an excellent cargo capacity of 60 tons, and if you go ahead and equip a shield generator, then with an A3 shield generator you can go with an A4 or an A3, it won't change. You can't equip an A2, so you will always lose 1 class 4 internal compartment. So with an A3 shield generator our maximum cargo capacity is 44 tons. It is good for starting and trading if you cannot afford other more expensive ships, but it is also very good for missions and smuggling, an excellent choice. The Scout now with only cargo racks has only 28 tons of cargo capacity, and if we add some protection, a shield generator, we are going to have 20 tons of maximum cargo capacity. With an A3 shield generator we cannot equip an A2, the hull is too heavy for an A2 shield generator, so it is clear that the Cobra is a much better option for everything that has to do with trading, for transporting goods from one station to another. The cargo capacity is just too good, although the Scout seems to have a better jump range, laden and current, so it's up to you. If you want to travel fast, far away, maybe you want to go with the Scout, but I definitely recommend the Cobra for these kind of activities. As for mining, although we can equip 2 class 2 mining lasers and a refinery with up to 4 bins on our Scout, we don't have much space to go out there. We will only have 60 tons of cargo capacity, and if we want to add a better refinery we will have to lose another class 3 internal compartment, so that will drop our cargo capacity a lot. On the Cobra now, we can of course equip 2 class 2 mine lasers without any problem, but we can also equip a refinery with up to 4 beams and a collector limber controller of A1 and still have 36 tons of cow capacity. Very good cow capacity for going out there and mining, and if we want to upgrade our refinery, we can do it. We can even equip a refinery with up to 10 bins and still have 24 tons of cow capacity. We can lose the collector limber controller if we want for some extra cow capacity. It is in general the best option between these two vessels for mining as well. Now let's go ahead and take a look at rare goods trading. Which one of these two vessels will be the best option? What we are going to look for this activity is not only the cargo capacity but also the laden jump range. Let's go ahead and equip them with the necessary modules for this activity. With everything downgraded except the framesheet drive of course, our cargo capacity with the Cobra is at 44 tons and our laden jump range is at 21.94 light years. This is excellent. We can also of course equip a fuel scoop. With an A2 fuel scoop our car capacity will go down to 40 tons, and if we upgrade this fuel scoop we are going to have 28 tons of maximum car capacity with an A4 fuel scoop, and of course our laden jump range will go up to 23.35 light years. The Scout with a similar loadout now, it has 20 tons of car capacity, less than half than the Cobra, but a very good laden jump range of 25.40 light years. And if we go ahead and add a fuel scoop, with an A2 fuel scoop our car capacity will drop down to 16 tons only, but our laden jump range will go up to 25.85 light years. And if we upgrade that fuel scoop we are gonna get only 12 tons of car capacity with an A3 fuel scoop, but the very good laden jump range of 26.32 light years. Despite the fact that the Scout has better jump range and laden jump range, the difference in car capacity is significant. The Cobra will make you more profit by simply being able to carry more cargo, and I think this is more important than the jump range, the laden jump range here. Of course, if the laden jump range of the Cobra wasn't above 20 light years, we would have to go with the Scout, but in our case the Cobra is the best option for rare goods trading between these two vessels. A very interesting comparison will be on their exploration capabilities, and this is why I have equipped all the necessary modules on the Scout. Of course, all the necessary modules that we can equip. The problem with the Scout is that it lacks internal compartments, so we cannot add an autofill maintenance unit unless we remove the shield generator. Like this, with a detailed surface scanner and advanced discovery scanner, a shield generator and a fuel scoop and everything else downgraded, our Diamondback Scout has a very good jump range of 27.41 light years. I don't have anything equipped on the hardpoints and the utility mounts. Let's go ahead and equip some defensive modules, some necessary modules that will assist us in exploration, and of course I'm talking about heat-sink launchers. With 4 heat-sink launchers we have 26.75 light years, and if we go and add some weapons for extra protection, our jump range will go down to 25.79 light years if we equip 4 fixed class 1 pulse lasers. In general it is a very good jump range, a very nice option for exploration, but let's go ahead and see what the Cobra can do. With all the necessary modules for exploration, our Cobra has 25.70 light years, almost 2 light years less than the Scout. Not a great difference, but with the Cobra we can have also an autofill maintenance unit, and we still have one internal compartment available. We can equip whatever we want. We can equip a shield cell bank and turn it into a hybrid of combat explorer, or we can add a cargo rack and turn it into a smuggler explorer, trader explorer hybrid. A very nice option. The difference in jump range is not that high in my opinion. Let's go ahead and equip some modules and some weapons. With 2 heat-sink launchers our jump range is at 25.41 light years. Again, not a great difference from the jump range of the Scout, and if we add weapons for protection, our jump range will go down to 24.55 light years with 4 fixed class 1 pulse lasers. I believe that the Cobra is a better option because you can equip all the necessary modules for exploration, but it is really a matter of personal preference. You can go with either ship for exploration, and this is because the autofield maintenance unit is not really that important. It's good to have it just in case, but you can go out there exploring without it. I prefer the Cobra for exploration because it gives me more options. If I find a station, I can change the loadout and do something else, do some trading or smuggling, but you can go with either of these two ships. So far we have seen that the Cobra is the best option for trading, normal and rare good trading, mining, and I personally believe it is also a better option for exploration, but you can go with a Scout as well. It has a very nice jump range and it can take most of the necessary modules. There are other activities as well, such as Powerplay activities, where you need to transport Powerplay commodities from one station to another. I will choose the Cobra again because of the better cargo capacity. It will make your life easier to travel between systems and transport these Powerplay commodities. You can go with the Scout, of course, but I prefer to have the extra cargo capacity. And of course, smuggling, I'm gonna choose the Cobra again, although the Scout can remain in silent running mode for more because the heat it generates is not that high as the heat that the Cobra generates, but I'm gonna choose the Cobra again for smuggling because it has a better cargo capacity, which means that you can accept more missions, more smuggling missions at the same time and complete them faster, and of course it has a higher boost speed than the Diamondback Scout. So we have left only combat. Let's give them a nice combat loadout and test their capabilities. The Cobra, like the Diamondback Scout, has 2 small hardpoints and 2 medium hardpoints, but the placement of the small hardpoints is quite bad. They are both placed under the hull, very far from each other, so that makes it impossible to equip them with fixed weapons and use them both at the same time. In order to use all the hardpoints of the Cobra effectively, you will have to place gimbal weapons on these 2 small hardpoints. It's not a great problem, it's more of an inconvenience, but since we are comparing these 2 vessels, we have to mention it. Also, it has 2 less utility mounts than the Diamondback Scout, but we can still go ahead and equip a chaff lancer and a shield booster A0. I'm gonna go with a split loadout, 2 gimbal class 1 pulse lasers and 2 fixed class 2 multi-cannons. And because of the great power we have with the Cobra, the same actually with the Diamondback Scout, we can go with an A4 shield generator, an A4 shield bank and an A2 shield bank. So let's go out there and see how good it is at combat. First, let's do a speed test and see how fast we can go with the Cobra with 4 pips on the engine. It's a quite fast vessel, but let's find out how fast it is. So our normal speed is at around 309 maybe? 308. And if we boost, 440. An amazing boost speed. 440 is indeed amazing. So let's go after this clipper and see how fast we can take it down. Others are attacking it as well. Let's get in there and start firing. Well, the good thing about the gimbal weapons is that you can always target subsystems like the power plant of your targets and take them down faster. Of course, we are only using class 1 gimbal pulse lasers, but they can do enough damage.
Target shields offline.
His shields are already down, so let's use our multi-cannons now.
Under attack.
Although it has 2 levels lower maneuverability than the Scout, it is quite agile and quite maneuverable, and you can stay behind your targets very easily. It is a really fun ship at pretty much every activity in the game. Let's get out of there. Let's use one shield cell. going to die soon. And it's dead. Let's put some more power on shields and get out of there. Let's go after this python this time. And let's use everything we have. Because the lasers are gimbaled, it's a bit easier to do this.
Scan detected. Target shields offline.
Shields are already down, so let's destroy it.
Under attack.
That was close.
Scan detected.
Down 20% and it's going to die very soon. And it's dead. The Cobra is also an excellent choice for piracy. It can have a frenzy drive interdictor, a hatchbreaker limber controller, a cargo scanner of D0, and at the same time 32 tons of maximum cargo capacity, and still be able to equip a shield cell bank of A2. Very nice option for piracy as well, and with the two gimbal pulse lasers we have, we can also attack very easily the thrusters of our targets and hold them at place while we are trying to steal their cargo. The placement of the hardpoints on the Scout is excellent. They are all four located at the side of the cockpit and we can equip them with fixed weapons without any problem. I have equipped a mixed loadout, 2 fixed class 1 pulse lasers because we can equip fixed lasers at the small hardpoints without any problem, and 2 fixed class 2 multi-cannons. I have also equipped a chaff launcher, and because the Scout has more utility mounts than the Cobra, it has 4 while the Cobra has 2, we can equip more shield boosters, 2 shield boosters of A0 and 1 shield booster of D0, increasing our shield strength in that way. And of course, because we have a very good available power, like with the Cobra, I have equipped a shield generator of A3 and a shield set bank of A3. But is the Scout faster than the Cobra? Let's find out.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Again with 4 pips on the engine, let's see our normal speed. 313. A bit faster in normal speed than the Cobra, but when we boost it goes up only to 410, so the Cobra is much faster. Let's go after the Clipper. It's in a wing with 2 other wingmates. Let's see how fast we can kill it. And of course survive
Under attack.
the attack of his wingman and not crash. That would be also important. Let's get back in there. It's pretty much obvious how fast we can turn with the Scout and stay behind our target. It is a much better option for combat, there's no doubt. And of course the fact that we can use 4 fixed weapons at the same time, for me, is a plus.
Target shields offline.
It's all about the maneuverability in the end. It's going to die quite soon. Tier 1 seal cell, just to be sure. Get back in there and finish it. Damn NPCs, they always try to ram me. Time for a second seal cell. That ram did hurt us, but let's kill it instead already. Nice.
Target destroyed.
Was there something else? There is a federal dropship. Let's kill it as well. Right behind it. The seals will go down faster than the Clipper, but it has stronger armor, so we will have to be careful and kill it as fast as we can. Avoid their ramming attempts always. Right behind it again.
Target shields online. Target shields offline. Under attack.
And it's almost dead to 1%, 0%. Bye bye federal dropship. It's obvious that the Scout is a lot more fun to fly in combat. Its agility is superior. It's only 2 levels above the Cobra, but it is really that good. I do prefer the Scout for pure combat. Both ships are very good, you can go with either, but for pure combat, my personal choice is the Scout. But it is still a very bad option for piracy, although it can equip a frame-seat drive interdictor and a cargo scanner. Its cargo capacity will only be 60 tons without the ability to have a seal cell bank or a hatch breaker limit. You will have to sacrifice some cargo if you want to add one of these modules, so it will be better to stick with a Cobra for piracy. In general, the Diamondback Scout, in my opinion, is an excellent option, the best choice for pure combat, but if you want to mix things up a bit and do something more than combat, then the Cobra should be your number one option. It has more cargo capacity and better boost speed. The jump range of the Cobra is shorter than the Scout, but the difference is not that high, maximum 2 light years, which is nothing. So you can take the Cobra and do trading, rare goods trading, mining and exploration, although with exploration you can go with either. They are both very good ships at this activity. I will choose again the Cobra because it gives me more options. I can change the loadout if I find a station. I can do it a hybrid, rare goods trader, explorer, something that you cannot do with the Scout. The Scout is good for power play activities, but the Cobra is good also because of the higher cargo capacity. Now if you are playing power play, if you are doing power play and you are focusing on combat, then you should go with the Scout. Like I said before, pure combat means Scout and not Cobra. Smuggling, again you can go with either, like with exploration. They are both very good. Personally I will go with the Cobra again because it has bigger cargo capacity and is also going faster with boost speed, but the Scout is an excellent choice as well because it can stay in silent running mode for longer. These were the Diamondback Scout and the Cobra. Thank you very much for joining me watching this video. I'm Squid of Love, fly safe commanders, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.